Hey, brother teacher here. You know, I've received some questions and some statements, some comments on this particular subject of man not being designed to eat animal flesh or meat. And I won't necessarily say that I've received any real flack or backlash, but I'll just suffice it to say that there are some people who agree, actually, the majority of people that have commented thus far, and there are some that disagree. And someone recently wanted to quote me a verse from the Bible where God told Noah that man could eat meat, him and his family, after the water had resided uh, after the flood. But I'd already made that statement 2 videos ago pertaining to meat, that is. And so I was already aware of that, and I'd already made that statement. Uh, so, quoting passages from the Bible about man eating meat was not really the point. The point really is, even though God at some point gave man permission to eat meat, we have to go back to the beginning. He originally commanded man, specifically Adam and Eve, to eat fruit and herbs. So, how do you define that now? So, should man eat meat? Should man eat herbs and fruit or vegetation, or should he eat both? I contend that man was designed in the very beginning to eat vegetation. Find that in the first chapter of Genesis. It's there. So just because later on God gave the command that man can eat meat doesn't mean that it took away from the physics or the biology of the human body. So man was not intended to eat meat. That's why he originally ate vegetation instead of animals. Now, why did man start eating meat down the road? It's because of man's sin. Man had already started eating meat before God even gave him the command to eat meat. So God made a distinction. If you go to the book of Leviticus chapter 11, Deuteronomy chapter 14, when he chose out a people, he told them specifically what they could and could not eat, because they're animals made for specific purposes on the earth. They're animals that are the garbage men of the earth, such as the swine or the hog. It's his job to clean up the earth. That's one thing. Catfish, they have no scales. He also mentioned that catfish clean the bottom of the lakes, the rivers, and the oceans. That's their jobs. That includes all bottom dwellers: lobsters, crabs, shrimps, crayfish, whatever you want to call all of these fish and all of these life forms. Their job is to clean the bottom of the water to keep that ecosystem going. And then you have middle swimming fish, and then you have fish that swim towards the surface. So every animal in nature has a specific purpose. Makes sense, doesn't it? Now, do you believe that man can eat anything that he wants to just because his imagination takes him there? So you can just walk through the rainforest and say, I'm just going to eat this frog here. But let me give you an example. Some people want to take the scripture, I believe it's 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 4, where it says that if it be received with thanksgiving and you pray over it, that you can eat anything. That's one of those scriptures people used to use over the years to me. Okay, if that's the case, then that means you can eat a jellyfish, right? Aren't jellyfish poisonous? So if you pray over to God, you can go eat a jellyfish right now. It's not going to happen. What about the poison dart frog that's found in Central and South America? One of the most poisonous frogs in the world. You can eat that too, right? I don't think so. I mean, you could try to, but I don't think I'd be here talking to you anymore, would I? What about the golden poison frog located in Colombia? It's one of the most poisonous frogs in the world as well. What about holly berries, a very poisonous berry? What about the death cap mushroom and the destroying angel mushroom? Do you believe you can eat all mushrooms? Some more mushrooms are actually very, very poisonous for human consumption. It would kill you just like that. So for all of those people who say, well, I can eat anything I want to as long as I pray over it, good luck praying. You're going to have to pray to be resurrected again. So if you think you can eat anything, let me know. I can give you some research that says that you can. I can give you some scientific conclusions, if you will, where people have died eating the things that you think that you can eat just because, oh, God bless this food that I'm about to receive, even though it's poisonous. Okay, it's Brother Teacher, I'm out.